Insights by Conversion Advocates pulls together the most important data from all digital platforms into one. This includes your e-commerce platform, Google Analytics, email marketing platforms, and advertising channels to help you find new areas of opportunity to maximize conversion rates, profitability, and lifetime value for your business. When you first log into Insights, you'll see the Highlights section of the platform. This area contains the most important high-level data about your business, such as revenue, gross profit, orders. Most of this is coming from your e-commerce platform, products sold, average order value over time, refunded amount over time, visits, which actually comes from Google Analytics, as well as something very important to us as a conversion rate optimization agency, conversion rates. All of these charts are affected by the date range selector up here. And you can also change them into another graph if you wish, such as a bar chart. Another important area about these charts is that you can group them by day of the week or time of day if you want as well. So if I wanted to know when my conversion rates are highest by day of the week, just change this to day of the week. Now I see over time, the highest conversion rates seen in blue have been on Sundays and Wednesdays, much less Mondays and Tuesdays. This could be really valuable information if, for example, you're launching a new email marketing campaign and you want to maximize conversions for all of this new traffic you'll be getting from your email marketing. Sunday might be the best day to launch, where people have tended to convert at the highest rates, as opposed to Monday or Tuesday, the results might not be as good. The next section is the performance section of the platform. This section combines data from both the all advertising sources and your e-commerce platform to calculate profitability metrics for your business. So you can see in this example, their gross margin has been around 22.8%. It'll also show you the breakdown in terms of revenue for each channel. Instagram has led to the most revenue overall, but it'll also tell you how each channel has been performing in terms of profitability. This is done by calculating the advertising costs as well as the costs coming from your e-commerce platform. So we can see which channel has been the most profitable as opposed to what's just led to the most orders and revenue. It'll also give you the lifetime value metric, projecting what the average customer is expected to spend with you over their lifetime. So you can see that organic search has led to one of the highest in terms of lifetime value, where the average customer is anticipated to spend $951 with the business. Facebook paid average customer has been at $438 lifetime value, whereas Google CPC has only been at $38 in terms of what the customer is expected to spend with them over their lifetime. This is really powerful information to see if your advertising is reaching the right types of customers, the ones that are going to lead to the most repeat business or not. The performance section also has sections for advertising and email marketing, where you can pull up all the most important data from all of your advertising sources instead of having to log into each one separately. So right here you can see Facebook ads. If this customer had Google ads, they would be in there as well. And we also can integrate with most of the major email marketing platforms such as Pronto, MailChimp. So you can view all of this data in one area instead of having to log into multiple at once. Within the customer section, there are segments of everything you could ever want to know about your customers. So for example, if I want to know who my biggest spenders are, we can pull up that list very quickly. So this can help me create an email marketing campaign for only my biggest spenders that are more likely to buy at higher rates or higher purchase items. We can segment our customers in really powerful ways. I can also bring up, for example, at-risk customers. These are the customers who I'm most likely about to lose. They haven't ordered after a certain amount of time. They're not yet lost, but these are the types of customers where you might want to offer a discount. Get them to go over the edge and purchase from us again. If we click on a specific customer, these are just example data, so it's not a real person, but it'll tell you everything you want to know about this customer and how to best market to them next. So for example, there are recommended products. These are Insight's top recommended products that this customer will most likely purchase from us next. So you can create a product recommendation email that's tailored specifically for this customer. You can see what segments Insights has put this customer into. They're a VIP, they're a big spender, they're a big ticket spender, and they're a repeat customer, customers that have placed 2 or more orders over time. So like we mentioned before, we can bring up the list of any of these segments. Maybe I want to see, for example, who all my VIP customers are. We have that information right at our fingertips. The product section also has powerful segments about your products. So you can quickly go in and see what your highest volume products have been, the highest margin products have been, recently what are the hottest and coldest products. If we go into the full product list, we can get other valuable data points such as what are my highest lifetime value products. So this can help overturn assumptions. Although they might not be highest in revenue, they might be highest in the anticipated revenue that customers which purchase these will spend with your business long term. So in this example, customers that purchase the hat are anticipated to spend the most with that business over their lifetime. An experiment to run could be if showing more customers the white hat in terms of product rankings will lead to more revenue for the business long term. There are many other areas of valuable information you can find going through all the charts within Insights. However, building on the same database that this is connected to, we can create custom reports going deeper into any areas we like here at Conversion Advocates. So here's an example of a report that will dig into the conversion rates of pages on a website. So what we're interested in knowing as a conversion rate optimization agency is what is working on the website and what isn't, what's leading users to convert and what perhaps has been harming conversions. One way to explore that is looking at the conversion rates of the most popular pages on the website. So in this example, we see what are their most viewed pages have been. We see the home page here, the cart page, some collection pages, product pages. And then we're going to look at how do visitors to each of these pages, at what rates do they convert in comparison to other pages. So from here, we can see that the cart page has converted at the highest rates. That's not too surprising because it's further down the funnel than some of these other pages. But there's also some popular pages that have been converting much lower than others. So our agency, we would take a look into these high traffic but low converting areas, see what perhaps has been harming conversions. We can take a look at where they've been converting high as well, and perhaps there's some useful information about these high converting pages we can use to boost the conversion rates of these low converting pages. This report is built on a lot of code that digs deeper into the conversion rates of more pages than just the top 15. So here, this chart goes into the top 25. This one looks at your top 50 most visited pages. Who are the highest converters? Interestingly, once we go to the top 50, we see that this page here, shipping returns, has converted at the 7th highest rate of all pages in the top 50. That tells me the shipping policy is a valuable piece of information to these customers. That could lead to a new experiment, like perhaps we would put more information about the shipping policy on product pages. That could be an interesting hypothesis to test to see if that improves conversion rates. And then it also breaks down page conversion rates by desktop, by mobile traffic, by some sources like Google versus direct. So this is just one example where we can use your data to go even deeper and just maximize opportunities to improve conversion rates for your website.